And we're live.
We're live.
Hi. Hi, Sam.
Oh. Hi, Erica.
Are you ready for a very Breathe English live stream?
I'm very ready for this live stream. I've been looking forward to it. I think it'll be
Yes,
fun.
me too. And you put a lot of work into this lovely slideshow, taking a look back at our amazing year, making content, and we're going to sing about it. We're going to talk about it. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So as people join in, please say hi. Tell us where you're joining from. We would love to see that, see where you are. And just to give a little bit of background for what this live stream is, we are going to be, well, the idea came from something I love about the holidays, which is singing Christmas carols. And I think,
Mm.
Erica, you feel the same way.
I'm also a fan. Yes. I have forced you to sing Christmas songs with me.
It was never
I
forced.
didn't mean to force you. Yes.
So we both love singing and we both love Christmas carols. So I thought, what more fun way to celebrate the holidays than writing our own lyrics for one of the classic Christmas carols. So I chose the 12 Days of Christmas. So this is actually a very funny song. It's kind of gets annoying because it's very long and very repetitive. It's
Yeah.
one of those songs where you add another verse every time, so it just gets longer and longer and longer. But it is fun to sing, and it's going to give us a chance to look back at all the videos. Well, not all of them, but some of the videos we created this year, and yeah, talk about what we taught or what we learned from teaching. And hopefully that'll be fun for everyone involved.
Yeah. And get us in the holiday spirit. I'm really pumped. Like Sam said, if you're just joining, we would love if you wrote in the comments where you're tuning in from. It's really fun for us to see. We are in very different places right now in the world. So I am in Valencia, Spain, and Sam is in Washington State in the US. So it is evening for me and morning for you. Early
Yeah, it's
afternoon.
12:30. Yeah, early afternoon.
Good. So we're ready to roll.
Okay, ready to roll. So without further ado, let's start this song.
Yeah.
So the song starts on the first day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me. Okay, what did Breathe English teach me? How to network and get a job.
Beautiful, Sam. Gorgeous. Yes, this is a course we have been working on, or two courses we've been working on for so long. We've also put some of the material up. Oh, hello, Scott. My dear brother is tuning in from Minnesota. Thank you for commenting where you're tuning in from. Yeah, so how to network and get a job. Those are two of the topics, or the overall topics of the courses that we will be really excited to promote more and be ready to put out there into the world next year. But we have spent a big chunk of this year working on it because they are really big courses with a lot of material.
Yeah, this is, I think, appropriately in the number one spot because it was a first for us developing a course with so much detail, and it's all available online. So it has to be sort of, understandable, and people have to be able to take the course by themselves and understand and learn autonomously. So it was a lot of work, and the Get the Job course is available through our website now, and we're working on the second course which is going to help you speak like an expert. So speak like an expert in your field in English. So
Yep.
very exciting.
Yeah. Yep. That is a sought after skill. Um,
Definitely. All right, moving on to our second verse. You got it this one, Erica?
yes. On the second day of Christmas, breathe English taught me. English for baking. English for baking. Wow, this actually I filmed with the cutest little nieces and nephews in the world last Christmas. And we were baking Christmas cookies, which is a big tradition in my family. I think it's my grandma's recipe, and I had the script. I wrote out the script. They all had different parts. There were lots of mistakes made, lots of funny outtakes, but they were just all so into it. And there's my mom. She's kind of the lead baker of the video. Yeah, we just went through, verbs for baking, materials, ingredients. But really, I mean, it was all about the cute factor in this video.
It is a cute factor, and it is a very cute video. So, Erica, it takes us about 2 to 3 hours to film a video when it's just you
Mhm.
and I.
Yeah.
How long did it take to film this video with 4 munchkins and your mom and assorted other family members around?
Oh, well, so it was kind of a 2-day process. Not that we were filming for 2 days, but probably a few hours. You had to, like, mix the dough, and then we had to, um, what do you call it? Chill the dough, like, overnight. So, because they were cutout cookies. So you have cookie cutters that you make the cookies in shapes of like Christmas trees or Santa Claus or elves. So the dough has to be a little bit cold. Um, and then we frosted them. So then we put frosting of different colors and sprinkles. So it was a multi-day filming process. And I don't know that we were any slower, or I don't know that we're any faster, Sam. Because I mean, I personally make a lot of mistakes when we're filming. And
Oh, sure.
and
Yeah.
so
Just
did
organize. I think the organization of people is tough
yeah,
when there's so
yeah,
many.
yeah. Um so yeah, I don't know. Probably I don't know how many hours it took us, but
Sounds like many.
it was it was family time and creating content time. So that's always fun to mix those.
Well done. Well done. All right, our third verse. On the third day of Christmas, breathe English taught me. Gym vocab.
Woo!
Gym vocab. This was a really fun one to film. So we have our friend Jen Lee, who is a she's a physical therapist, she's a personal trainer, she's all around um, badass, former rugby player, current rugby coach. And so she agreed to be in our video, and we kind of wrote her character as this like nice, approachable person, but we were very intimidated by her, which happens a lot in gyms. And I think she really thought it was fun. Like we had the fact that we had a gym crush on her. Like we wanted to know her and we wanted to, talk to her, but we didn't know how. And for me, this was a really important video because having lived abroad and having gone to gyms in different countries, like I went to the gym in Italy when I lived in Italy and then in Spain. And it's like there's a whole bunch of vocab and ways to express yourself, or just the small phrases that you want to communicate with somebody that are not obvious. So this video I feel like I made for me, if or people like me who are trying to enter in that space.
That's totally true. I mean, I go to the gym here in Spain, and sometimes people it's like I know they're asking me like how many reps I have left or certain things, but like I don't really know the correct phrases to respond to them. So I would appreciate a video like this if I were learning a language.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it was just a fun one. I think it's been a popular one.
Yeah, definitely. Very fun, very active.
Yes.
Okay, last one of this quartet.
Here we go. On the fourth day of Christmas, breathe English taught me. Lots of phrasal verbs. That's true.
So
Phrasal
many
verbs.
phrasal
What?
so many phrasal verbs.
So many phrasal verbs. You can see Sam as the phrasal verb fairy godmother in all these three. Yeah, so phrasal verbs are a quirky thing about English. If you don't know what it is, it's a verb along with usually a preposition or maybe another verb or two prepositions. So it's at least two, sometimes three words that when you put them together, they have a specific meaning. Like take out the trash, you could see in this thumbnail. And so, yeah, this is a big thing where, English learners need to learn these, memorize them. They're used all the time. But we wanted to make it fun. And the first one we did, I was trying to get Sam to have a goofy voice, and I was like, can it be like Marge Simpson, like really raspy because you're this cute like fairy? And she came out with the best voice ever. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're a good time.
Go check them out. And it's funny because phrasal verbs are not something that native speakers are really aware of. When I talk to like other native speakers and I say, "Oh, we teach a lot of phrasal verbs," they're like, "What? What do you mean?" Because they come so naturally to us. But for non-natives, obviously, why would they know to combine two words and get a separate meaning? It's not intuitive. So it does require a lot of studying, and it can be really frustrating because a lot of the words are repeated, right? So you have the preposition out, and you have so many phrasal verbs with out, take out, go out, come out, wash out. So yeah, it does actually, there's a lot to learn there. And I feel like these videos are really useful.
Would you say there's more to come?
I would say there's more to come. I think we have not seen the end of the fairy godmother.
No. I agree.
Yes. And a hearty hello to Frank. Hi, Frank.
Frank from
Glad,
Valencia.
glad to have you with us.
Yes.
Excellent. So those are the first four verses. We're going to take a break so it doesn't get too repetitive and talk a little bit about coping with the holidays. What do I mean by coping with the holidays?
Coping. That can be a tricky word. Coping, I would say, is learning to live with something difficult. So if you have a challenge in your life, something that's hard, not easy, and you cope with it, that means you overcome, you are able to face that challenge. And holidays can bring challenges.
They
And we
can.
need to cope with them.
That's right. Yeah, so some of the challenges during the holiday season is just dealing with your family or coping with your family. Maybe maybe you have a family that's very loud, or a family that's the opposite, that doesn't share how they're feeling, and you're looking for connection. So when you're spending a lot of time with your family, that can be difficult. You also have a lot going on. Maybe you have lots of events to go to. Maybe you wish you had more events but you don't. So it's just like it's a whole complicated um time of
Yeah,
year.
there's a lot of expectations around the holidays, and
Yeah,
yeah, it
lots of
can be rough.
expectations. And and yeah, and everyone wants it to go well, or they're just fed up with it. So let's look at some of the words we can use to talk about how we feel about the holidays.
Right. So we've got excited. Okay. If you're feeling like you can't wait, you're excited, you have like more energy. That's a feeling. That's a feeling I'm feeling now because I will be traveling back home for the holidays and I get to see people who I really love. So I'm very excited. And then, ooh, mixed feelings. Sam, how
Mixed
would you
feelings.
describe mixed feelings?
Yeah, it you kind of hear it in the name. So your feelings are mixed. You have some good feelings and some less good feelings. So maybe you're really excited about seeing your family, but you're not looking forward to having to buy everyone presents, or you're not looking forward to an office party that you have. So that the holiday season is a big time for mixed, being very mixed about what's going on.
Exactly. And then, ooh, on the other end of the spectrum, filled with dread or dreading. So, dread
Yeah.
is something if you, it's the opposite of excited or looking forward to. So, if you have something in the future that you're like, no, 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 I don't want that, that would be dread. So, you can say, I'm dreading the holidays. Filled with dread is very strong. Um, but some people will say this. They'll say, "Oh, I'm dreading seeing my family, or I'm dreading traveling home. Maybe things aren't good with people they're going to spend it with." Or maybe, I've had friends, or maybe you have experienced this. People go through a breakup or a divorce or something, and it's your first holiday without that person, or maybe you lose someone, and those feelings kind of they can come up, and so you can say, "Oh, I'm dreading the holidays."
Yeah. Looking, you're anticipating something with negative emotions. Um,
Mhm.
So and that's a completely valid feeling to have, obviously. We hope that if you are dreading the holidays, we send you good wishes. Hopefully it is not as bad as you think, because a lot of times we make it seem so much worse in our heads, and then it comes around and it's not as bad. So hopefully that will be the case. And of
Exactly.
course, we can feel overwhelmed by the holidays. Like I was mentioning, it seems like there's always more to do. A lot of people want to get together, but you also have to get things done. Maybe you're working still. Maybe you're trying to plan a vacation. You're trying to travel to get to family. So it always seems like there's just a lot happening around the holidays, and that can be overwhelming, where you start to feel like you have too much that you have to do, and it's going to be difficult to accomplish everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how would you say you feel about the holidays in general, Erica?
In general, I'm usually excited. I actually this year I wasn't going to travel home. So
Mhm.
I was actually dreading a little bit. I was worried I would be lonely staying here in Spain and had mixed feelings. I mean, yeah, and then I caved and I bought a ticket home, and I'm really excited. So I think I made the right choice. How about
Nice.
you?
Yeah, I actually usually feel underwhelmed, which is the opposite of overwhelmed.
Hmm.
Um, because I don't usually make a big deal about the holidays. I don't usually travel, or even when I am home, it's nice to be home, but my parents, we don't do a big event, a big holiday, brouhaha. So it's sort of like, it's nice, but it's not like over the top. So I'm a little underwhelmed usually. But I am grateful to be with my parents this holiday season, because it's been a while.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then we have some different character types during the holidays. So these are phrases you will hear frequently
Yes.
referring to people around the holidays. So, what does it mean to be a Grinch?
Just like the picture of Sam there, from one of my favorite videos this year. To be a Grinch, that is from the Dr. Seuss novel or children's book,
Love
The
it.
Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And if you haven't seen him, you know he's the green like monster who he hates Christmas and he is in a bad mood and he wants to ruin everyone's good time, and just really negative about the holidays. And so some people can be a Grinch. So if they're like, ugh, they're just in a bad mood, they are negative, they don't want to participate. You could say, "Oh, you're being a Grinch," or "What a Grinch."
Yeah, just not enjoying, not liking the holidays. And the opposite is to be in the holiday spirit.
Hmm.
Okay, so the holiday spirit is basically that you're loving the holidays, that you are feeling festive, you're in the mood for a celebration, you're in the mood to party. And another part of that is, a lot of people's Christmas tradition is to give gifts, but also donate to charities. So being in the holiday spirit can mean you're feeling what's the word? Generous. So you're
Hmm.
feeling like you want to give to other people, and even to strangers, because that's a big part of the holiday season. So people will say, let's get in the holiday spirit, or wow, you're in the holiday spirit. So
Exactly. Are you in the holiday spirit, Sam?
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. I am. I really enjoy giving gifts.
That's
So that sort of gets me in the holiday spirit when I see someone receiving a gift that I've given them. It makes me really happy and thankful. What about you? Are you in the spirit yet?
I think I am. Yeah, I was on the piano yesterday playing some Christmas tunes. I do love to force people around me to sing Christmas songs. So looking forward to that. Um, and just, I mean, also I have lots of little nieces and nephews, as you saw in the video. So I think, being around kids, children can help put you in the holiday spirit because they're just so
Yes.
excited about everything. So
Definitely, definitely. And doing more holiday activities like making cookies, right? Or whatever your holiday traditions are, can sort of get you into the spirit a bit more.
totally. Hmm.
Yeah.
We do it all.
Mhm. All right, so we're going back to our song. Okay, let's review the song thus far. These are the lyrics. I'll sing the parts that we've had so far. So this is how the song would sound as we were going along. On the fourth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me lots of phrasal verbs, Jimbo cat English for baking, and how to network and get a job.
Wow.
Okay, so
Nice.
now
On the
we're
spot.
ready for, oops. So we're ready for the fifth day of Christmas.
All right, let's keep chugging
Um,
along. Do it.
yeah, on the fifth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me prepositions.
I love
That's the verse.
that.
That's the verse that everyone wants to join in on. It's the best.
Yes. Here, here's our preposition video. So this is not something we invented, the preposition pyramid, but something we made look nice and pretty. So a lot of English learners are confused about when and where to use at, on, and in. But there is kind of a system you can think about it. Um, you can think about it in a systematic way. And that's what this video is about. And you can go check it out. You can download the preposition triangle pyramid. And yeah, this was a fun one. What did you what did you remember from this video, Sam?
Oh, we were just super goofy in this video. We just have there's so many examples of how to use the prepositions. And so we tried to make them all feel different. So we were out in the park and are out around Erica's house, like trying to do different goofy things, like trying to enter camera different ways. We're on playground equipment. So it was a fun filming day. And this video actually has a worksheet that goes with it, which I think is a great teaching tool for our teachers in the audience, and obviously for English learners. So this was, I think, our first video with a worksheet.
Really? Oh
I think
man,
so. So that's very cool, and
very
something
cool.
we have continued and will be continuing.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, here we go. On the sixth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me office slang and lingo. All right, we've got two videos. I love both of these. I think they're great. So we've got English at Work, which was a collaboration, and that was really fun. We had to film. What is his YouTube channel called again? Why is it
Robert teaches English.
Robert Teaches English? Check him out. He reached out to us. He's out of Colorado, and he makes especially great pronunciation videos. And yeah, this was just a fun video where he was saying the wrong things at his first job. And we were like news anchors, you know, telling him how to say it right, but making fun of him. And then Office Small Talk, we were alien. I was an alien visiting a human office and learning about what they say to each other. Office Talk for Earthlings. One of our friends on the frisbee team, she loves this one, and she called it like super anti-capitalist, which is
Yeah.
not how I thought of
Well,
it, but it's funny.
that is not how I thought of it either. But you know, when you break things down of what the things we do in the workplace, they are um, it can seem like that. Very
Yeah, they're just
anti-capitalist.
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. So both, yeah, but both
Making
of
fun
these
of it.
videos have kind of a sharper humor to them. We're kind of a little more sarcastic. And I think they're both very watchable, even for native speakers. Um, and obviously very grateful for the opportunity to work with Robert. He did a great job, and he wrote a cool other script for us to do for his channel. So that was a really cool collaboration. And yeah, our aliens are just super zany. They're really goofy.
We actually should bring back the aliens for more
I think
videos.
we should. I think we should bring back the aliens, definitely. Yeah, so again, continuing on the theme of preparing people for the workplace, that's something that we've thought about a lot this year, and hopefully has been beneficial for more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all the way to the seventh day. On the seventh day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me to talk about emotions. So
Oh
this was
yeah,
another breakthrough video. We introduced a character, Ms. Biggles, very loosely based on the late
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr.
She's a
Rogers'
neighborhood
neighborhood.
gal. She she's having a great day in the neighborhood, and she has a very open door policy for people to come in and tell her about their problems. And this video is really funny because Ms. Biggles is very charming. There's a musical element, and then I had a lot of fun because I got to play different neighbors that were coming in, and they were wildly different with very strong emotions. Um, so the great thing about this video is it's not just talking about the emotions that everyone learns early on, like happy, sad, angry. We give a lot of different vocabulary for each of those feelings and more. So it's really for people who have a basic vocabulary and want to level up, want to get a richer variety of words to say. So I love this video because it does fill that niche for vocabulary enrichment, which is not something you always see done in a creative way.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, and we have made at least one more Miss Pickles video. I'm just waiting to get the little trolley in the next video, just like Mr. Rogers had that goes to a puppet land.
You know I'm in for Puppet Land. You know I'm down for it.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
All right. On the eighth day. On the eighth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me giving directions. Oh my gosh, this was a fun video. So this is, I guess, more for beginners. I've been teaching several beginners this season, this fall season, and so they've kind of been in my mind. Um, so in planning this one, I was really thinking about those students that I teach individually. And yeah, this was a fun, it's teaching basic, directions like go straight, turn right, cross the street. But there's also a story, like most of our videos, there's a story element. I'm trying to find Sam. I keep getting to where she tells me to go, and then she's not there. But it's also, I think it offers repetition in a way that beginners need, but it doesn't feel repetitious. So we kind of give the directions one way, and then we have a map, and we're saying it again. But I think it turned out well, and it's entertaining and quite useful.
I think it's really useful. This is an English class staple. And you said it's for beginners. I think it's for, some people don't get it in a beginner class. And so they might get to an intermediate level and never have studied this vocabulary. So it's just extremely useful when you're out, day to day, if you're traveling, or if people ask you how to get somewhere. For some reason, I have a face. Everyone asks me where things are. And like, even when I'm not from the
I could
place
see that.
that I happen to be in. So I've had to give a lot of directions, and this video is really perfect for that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
And even native speakers, a lot of them don't know the difference between left and right. So,
that's
you
true.
can always learn something.
It's true. That's something to practice forever. Okay. Clicking too far ahead. All right, we're going to take a break from the song again and talk a little bit about how we celebrate the holidays, ways that we celebrate. So one of the most obvious ways probably has occurred to you to celebrate with your family. And a lot of times, a lot of people ask, what are you doing for the holidays? Or how are you celebrating this year? And so, instead of just saying like with your family, you could talk about having a big family gathering.
Mhm.
So if you're from a large family and everyone makes an effort to come together, you probably are having a big family party or a big family get together or a gathering.
Yeah, I find gathering and get together, those are words a lot of students don't like, they haven't heard or they're not really sure what they mean. So, I mean, a gathering or a get together is really broad. It could be a
Mhm.
dinner, it could be a party, it could be just like meeting somewhere, like in a park. So it just means coming together, several people. Um, yeah, and then you might have a small family. You could have a small family gathering or a
Mhm.
small family get together. I think that's what you're doing, Sam.
Yes, indeed.
And then we talk about immediate family. So that would be like your brother, your sister, your parents, your spouse. So that's your nuclear or immediate family. And then you could also say extended family. So that's like aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents. Those are your extended family, or you might call them your relatives.
Yeah. Very good. So you could say, "Oh, it's just immediate family," or, "Oh, it's the extended family is coming." A lot of people celebrate at their place of work. So you might have an office holiday party that's planned. Just your employees are invited, or employees and partners plus ones. And those events can sometimes include a gift exchange. So you might
Mm.
have to look for and purchase a gift for someone else in the office. Um, and skipping down, that can look like a white elephant. So, a white elephant party or a white elephant gift exchange is when everyone brings a gift, and then you play a little game of exchanging them. So somebody opens one and they can choose to keep it, or they can choose to steal somebody else's, and it's a fun way to give people gifts.
Yes, and another way is Secret Santa. So that usually starts, you have names that you either choose randomly from a hat or you're given a name, and you buy a gift for that person. But they don't know that it's you. You are their Secret Santa. So it's kind of fun. You're like secretly buying something for someone. And then I think, do they guess who they think their Secret Santa was? I haven't played this for
You
so long.
can, yeah, you can. Usually after
Yeah.
you exchange the gifts.
Um, do you prefer White Elephant or Secret Santa?
Um, I like Secret Santa because the gifts are a little more personalized,
Mm,
like you're giving them for a specific person and not just, a gift, a random gift.
yeah.
Um, I think it's funny in Spain, Secret Santa is called Amigo Secreto, so like secret friend,
Yeah.
um, which Santa makes a little more sense to me, but
Yeah,
a
you could
secret
get
friend
the point across.
is also cute.
And then Christmas bonus.
Mm,
That would be nice right now.
yeah.
Sometimes at the end of the year, if you work for a company and they have extra money or they didn't spend all their budget or they had really good business that year, they might give their employees a Christmas bonus. So it's extra money at the end of the year. And I don't know if I've ever gotten a Christmas bonus. Have you, Sam?
Oh, no. I have. I have when working for bigger companies, and it is lovely. It is
Oh, I'm sure.
it's like the one great thing about working for a big company. No, not the only one, but
I guess,
it
yeah, working for
is
schools, they don't give out Christmas
not
bonuses.
a lot of Christmas bonuses. That makes sense. But the Christmas bonus can help you celebrate, especially if you're celebrating with friends. So there's that phrase that Erica mentioned, get together, like a gathering. It's just a group of people coming together, usually for a social reason. You can also have a holiday shindig. Shindig is another word for, an event, a party, get together. Um, and one great option is theming it with Christmas cookies, a Christmas cookie
Mm.
exchange or a Christmas cookie party. Um, what other kind of parties can you have to celebrate Christmas? Have
What
you
other
gone to
kinds of
have you had any other themed parties?
any other themed holiday parties? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I think I've done, maybe this was more for New Year's, but like a cocktail exchange. So everyone brings like a signature cocktail, like a fancy
Nice.
cocktail, and then you try each other's cocktails, and that's pretty
Nice.
fun. Yeah.
I think it's very fashionable to have fashionable and unfashionable to have an ugly Christmas sweater party.
Mm,
So
exactly.
there's sort of this idea that there's a lot of Christmas themed sweaters that are pretty ugly. And so it becomes a competition of like who can have the ugliest Christmas sweater. Um,
There's some great ones. There's some that like light up and they have
oh
like
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Well, people now companies are making like on purpose. They're
Yeah,
purposefully creating ugly Christmas sweaters for
yeah.
this market.
Before you had to
Uh,
go to the secondhand store, find a sweater that someone once actually wore because they thought it looked good. But now
yeah,
you can just buy a pre-made ugly sweater.
yeah, a purposefully ugly sweater. And let's not forget New Year's Eve, the most important day of the year. Uh, it may or may not be my birthday, and that's why I'm saying that. But it is part of the holidays. It gets sort of lumped in with this part of the year. And so people will treat New Year's Eve very special. Um, frequently getting dressed up. We get dressed up. There's a good phrasal verb for you. When we try to look nice, we don't wear just regular clothes. We try to dress a little fancy, maybe a little more formal, make ourselves look as best as we can.
Yes, I love dressing up for New Year's
Mm.
or any
Mhm.
occasion. And then it's also common to have, you can have party glasses, party hats, party headband. You see the headbands with like the years. Just goofy. It's just goofy. It's a party. It's whatever feels fun to you. Streamers. Do we have streamers? Streamers are
You
like
can kind of
paper
see one on the
decorations.
left, on the picture on the left.
Okay.
You can see some streamers happening.
Yep, and confetti are the little pieces of paper falling. You see the people with noisemakers. So they're blowing the noisemakers. And you also have sparklers
Sparklers.
here.
Yeah.
Fireworks are common. And then a lot of people drink champagne. When I was growing up, we had sparkling grape juice, and we would play board games on New Year's Eve. But
Sparkling
champagne is
grape.
the adult version.
Yes. I wonder if there's a country that doesn't drink champagne. I feel like champagne is very, very, very common for a New Year's Eve celebration. And of course, New Year's Eve is December 31st. Eve means the night before, and then New Year's Day is the 1st of January. So that one gets a little confused
Yep.
sometimes. And then, of course, very important to have a tradition for when midnight strikes and it becomes New Year's Day. Some cultures try to kiss. They kiss at midnight. So when everyone's counting down 10, 9, 8, everyone sort of gets close to somebody. And when you hit 1, you scream Happy New Year and you kiss.
You don't have
That
someone, grab someone.
or just grab
Just
anybody
grab anybody.
um, with consent.
With consent.
So that's one tradition. But another tradition is the 12 grapes, eating 12 grapes, and this is common. I think it's well, obviously in
Medi-
Spain, in Italy as well. I
it's like
think it's
Mediterranean tradition.
Mediterranean. Yeah, I
I
don't
hadn't
know if
heard
it's
of it. I didn't hear of it before moving to Spain.
yeah. Me neither. Me neither. But this tradition is when the clock strikes midnight. The first, I believe it's the first 12. They always argue about what it is, but I think it's the 12 bell ringings because when it hits 12 o'clock, the bell in the tower chimes 12 times. So with each of those chimes, you need to eat a grape.
Ooh. Seems like a choking hazard.
It is, yeah, and people have found ways to get around it. They've peeled grapes so you can eat them faster. Kids will often do like M&Ms.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and it's what's really funny to me is in Spanish grocery stores, they will sell 12 grapes together,
Of
and
course.
you can just buy the 12 grapes and without the rest of the grapes.
That's
Which I
funny.
think is funny.
So it's for good luck, I guess? Or
I think so. I think if you eat all the grapes by the time the bell is done, then you'll have good luck for the year. Hi, Francesca.
hello.
Francesca says it's not that common in Italy. I did it in Italy. I don't know. Maybe I maybe I just wanted to. I don't remember.
You're
Maybe
like, I'm
it was not
Spanish
a
now.
local tradition. Yeah, maybe. Um,
Bringing this
okay,
tradition to
interesting.
Italy.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us how do you celebrate the holidays? And what do you do on New Year's Eve? How do you celebrate my birthday?
Yes,
Very,
really
very
celebrating.
important question.
Let us know. We want to hear.
We want to hear.
Oh, lyric review. I'm gonna mess this up, Sam. You gotta.
You're gonna do great.
Oh, okay. On the eighth, on the on the eighth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me, giving directions to talk about emotions, office slang and lingo, prepositions. I started really high. Lots of phrasal verbs, gym vocab, English for baking, and how to network and get a job.
Very
Oh,
good.
don't start that high.
You you went for it.
I did.
You
You
just
just gotta
you decided. All right, we have
showcase.
4 more verses to finish our song.
Let's do it.
And brings us to the ninth day. On the ninth day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me English at the doctor.
There she is, Sam the doctor. You didn't know she was a doctor, but she is.
Yeah,
So this is
woman of many hats.
yeah, who knew? Yeah, so we had made a dentist video the year before, and we realized that a lot of people out there need these really practical English lessons because they're living in an English speaking country and everyone needs to go to the doctor. So, what do you say at the doctor? How do you respond? What can you expect them to say to you? So this was just a very practical one. We tried to throw some humor in, like we always do. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm very proud of this video. I think it is really serving a big population, and we it's created with residents of the US in mind, because we talk about certain things, insurance cards and a lot of US sort of phrases, but I think it's really helped people, and we get a lot of positive comments on this video, with people just being grateful and saying this video was great. It was exactly what I needed. Um, and so yeah, I'm really happy with that.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right. On the 10th day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me video game vocab. Oh my gosh, this one was so fun. We were approached by Koala Go, which is, it's like Minecraft for online tutors. They also have other, like screen sharing capabilities. It's a whole, what would you call it?
It's
Platform?
an online teaching platform.
Online teaching platform. Um, and Xavier from Koala Go asked us to make a video showing kind of how the playground part of the platform works. And so we came up with the idea of we were hacked and we had to go into the game and solve puzzles and in the all the while learning English, of course, specifically English for video games. We had never made a video like this before. It was really fun being avatars running around in worlds. Um, yeah, and it was great working with Koala Go. Hopefully, we'll work with them again. Really good experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, first of all, for discovering the technology behind Koala Go, I think it's a great platform. Um, for teaching classes of any type. English doesn't matter. It is geared more towards kids, young students, but I think it has applications for all students, really. So that was very cool discovering what they were working on. And then the creation process of this video was super fun. We got to customize worlds. So they had created, various teachers had created various worlds in the playground, which is, like Erica said, like a Minecraft video game kind of place. And we got to sort of amend them, change them to our purposes, add our own, content and what we were trying to teach with the video, which was really fun. And then the filming was really unique because a lot of it was screen grabs. A lot of it was our actual what was happening on our computers, what we were doing with our avatars in the virtual world. So it's a really cool combination of what we were doing virtually on their platform, and also our voices, our us as computer users. So I think
Yes.
this video is definitely a big accomplishment for us.
Not the easiest to edit, I will add, but not as cool to edit at times. But it
Yeah.
was a good challenge. I think we did
Yes.
a pretty good job.
Yes, absolutely. That one's very cool. So thank you, Koala Go. On the 11th day of Christmas, breathe English taught me
Ooh, I like that one.
indefinite pronouns. Um, yeah, this is another very different video. So the inspiration for this video came from my students. I see a lot, I hear a lot of confusion about how to use these indefinite pronouns: everybody, somebody, nobody, anybody.
Oh, it's so
um
hard.
so it's just very common, and so I really wanted to make a video that addressed that. And so the idea of the video is each of those pronouns is a person. It's a physical, they're embodied by a person. Each one has its own personality. And they're all on like a talk show together. And I think it's a brilliant video. It was really fun to shoot because there's only two of us and we had four people to pretend to be. So it was like really tricky to sort of figure out how to film us together and the reaction shots. And
Mhm.
Erica did a brilliant job editing. So it really comes together well, and I think it's funny and really useful and educational.
Love it. There you can see nobody next to anybody on there.
Yeah, nobody and anybody. Um, yes.
Oh.
All right. Last
Oh
verse.
gosh, we're already there. Okay. On the 12th day of Christmas, breathe English taught me daily routines. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is another video we wanted to make for beginners. And I pulled in my nephew again, dear Neil. He had been in other videos of ours. He brings the cute factor for sure. And he's up for anything. The boy don't care. I was like, "Can I paint your face green?" He's like, "Yeah." So he was this little alien coming to learn about how humans talk about daily routines. He had a little walkie-talkie. You can see his spacesuit. And again, was just trying to think of a fun way to teach and then show examples of present simple tense. Um, and I also painted my face green, as you can see. My dear dad had to shoot this video on my phone because I was not with Sam. I was at home.
Mm,
And yeah, super fun, useful, cute video.
yeah. I mean, I think, there's so many English learning channels. There are so many videos out there. And we just try to put things into interesting contexts, funny contexts, so you can hear the language spoken, you can hear it, in with different variations. And yeah, this is an essential skill for English speakers and English learners. But it's a fun video to watch, and I think that that's what makes it worth watching.
Absolutely. Yes. We're always trying to bring a new angle to to English learning content.
Yeah,
And I think this one does not disappoint in that realm.
for sure. All right, should we have the final song?
Yes, let's do
The
it.
final sing through. All right, so the full recap of Breathe English this year. On the 12th day of Christmas, Breathe English taught me daily routines, indefinite pronouns, video game vocab, English at the doctor, giving directions to talk about emotions, office slang and lingo, prepositions, lots of phrasal verbs, gym vocab, English for baking, and how to network and get a job.
I tried to harmonize with. Wow. When is that going to be on Spotify? What a
Right?
masterpiece.
Right?
Oh,
Gosh, we have talent. We have
we
so much
really
talent.
do.
Well, maybe this is a good time to talk about one of the projects that we have coming up, Erica.
Oh my goodness. I was just recording this week. Yeah, so I've been writing grammar songs because why not? I've written actually lots of songs for my life for classes like when I taught first grade, when I taught K through third grade. Um, but I never recorded them. I would just, make them. All the kids would learn them by heart. It really helped them learn different concepts, whether it was science or math or English. And now I just want to do that more. I think singing and songs are a great way to get in that repetition, to get things in your head without it, being boring or feeling repetitive. So yeah, we're really excited to bring some songs out next year.
Yes, this
And
will be the year of 2024 is the year of the educational song for Breathe English.
Breathe English the musical
I
coming
feel
to
it.
a town near you.
It's coming. We
It's
know
coming.
it. Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining us
Yeah,
through this nostalgic look at the things that we've taught and learned this year. Hopefully you have learned something with us if you're joining. And we would love to hear what other things you would like to learn. We are always open to suggestions and requests. We have actually made videos based on people's requests. So if you are missing a piece or you just want to see us do something silly or educational, now's your chance. So tell us
yeah,
about it. Write us a comment or a note. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned in for more exciting things from us this year.
absolutely. Whether you're watching this now or later, let us know your holiday plans if you have any, or your feelings about the holidays, or like Sam said, anything you want to see us do or teach. We would love to hear. And we really appreciate your support throughout this year. And we're really pumped to do it again next year, do it better, do it bigger. Yeah. So it's been great. All of your support just it really keeps us going because some days it's a lot of work, it gets hard. And sometimes it's just one nice comment from a follower that it's like, oh man, we gotta keep doing this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining and supporting and watching. And we'll see you in 2024.
Yay! Bye now.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.